Starcast 2024. Um, I will do my Monday Night Raw review, May 20th, 2024. We will talk about what happened on Monday Night Raw tonight. We're gonna go through all the matches. Again, we'll talk about the King and Queen of the Ring tournament and the pay-per-view that was this Saturday. We do have an AEW pay-per-view that also on Sunday, but I'm not gonna talk about that. It's about WWE. So I'll make this about maybe an hour and 30 minutes. We'll talk about all the matches and the backstage segment and the teasers on this show. This show was decent, a very good show. There are a lot of storylines and a lot of big matches that they're setting up. Anyway, I want to say thank you for watching. Thank you for all the support. Hit that like button. Leave a comment. Please subscribe to my channel. Enjoy my video. Now look at toward. I'm looking at this show. Now my video is sponsored by Post Wrestling, No DQ, Solomonster, JD from New York, Good Mark with Commentaries, Fightful Wrestling. Hold on. Enough of these commercials. Hold on. Although Cena at one point challenged Lucas Johnson for the title, and his last fight in the UFC was a loss to Ben Lynn in 2016. Fought one more time in ACB, and then didn't fight for several years, and he did a BKFC fight in 2021. Got a 14-second victory, but never did any kind of combat sports again after that. So I don't know.
Makes me think that Nia Jax will somehow pick up the win over Bianca Belair. Could be Bianca. They could be face, but
spoilers, picks, and predictions. Jimmy, we have a bet, don't we?
We have some WWE news on TV show. We had the King and Queen of the Ring PLD pick. Now the main event was Jey Uso and Gunther. A pretty good match, decent. Gunther did win, so he will advance to the finals at the King and Queen of the Ring pay-per-view in Saudi Arabia. Same thing as well. Same thing with Lyra Valkyria. She beat Io Sky in a very good match, though given a lot of time. It went close to 20 minutes. I thought that was a very good match. Now this is what we got on the show. These are all the backstage segments. The show opened up. The show opened up pretty good with Sami Zayn at the Intercontinental Champion. He came out. Chad Gable comes out. Sami Zayn implored the Alpha Academy to leave Chad Gable. So, on the storyline that was setting up, Chad Gable, the heel turn is gold. Chad Gable is phenomenal. Now they are setting up to break away from the Alpha Academy. They did teach Chad Gable aligned with the Creed brothers. I'm glad we saw them on TV. So it looks like that's the plan. I think Otis is getting over. I think he will break away from Chad Gable. He'll be a baby face. I don't know if Otis will last. I think Otis will be fine on his own. With him, Akira Gozawa, and Maxine Dupree. Now, we did get Chad Gable defeating Sami Zayn tonight in a pretty good match. I don't like that champion for losing a non-title match, but based on the storyline, Chad Gable, he turned heel last month. He can be protected. So clearly they're setting up Sami Zayn and Chad Gable for the title, probably at Clash of Castle. I don't think, because we know we have the triple threat match with Sami, Chad, and Bronson Reed. So the feud gonna continue with Chad Gable and Sami Zayn. But either way, I thought there was a great segment. Um, I didn't like Sami Zayn losing to Chad Gable, but I get it. Chad Gable as a heel with gold. He is phenomenal. Now the other on the show, Braun Breaker sent KO Dixon, someone who I guess someone from NXT was called up, sent KO to the hospital. The match ended in a ref stoppage. Bronson Reed speared them all around the place, speared them outside the ring. Referee called off the match. Thought it was lame, but I thought it would look great. Bronson Reed had been dominant after he destroyed the guy KO Dixon. He went back there, he told Adam Pearce, that's what you get for not putting me in the King of the Ring. So maybe they could be setting some trade. Bronson Reed could go to SmackDown, pair pair with Baron Corbin, rebuild the Wolf Dogs. Now Bronson Reed gonna be great at the manufacturing. The way how he been buzzed, he being put like Bill Goldberg. Now I hope this is gonna be a few more weeks until he's like a big man for someone. He did attack Ricochet. Ricochet and Dragunov, they were backstage. Ricochet won. He said him and Dragunov is not over, but Bronson Reed speared Ricochet backstage, so we might get that match probably next week. Thought the spear here was great. They gave to Ricochet. Lyra Valkyria stuns Io Sky to advance the Queen of the Ring. This was a great match in the semifinals. Lyra, she the fans are, I don't know, the fans even know who she is. They're trying to get her over. Well, she's not winning. She just got here. It's gonna be her and Nia Jax. Nia Jax is probably gonna beat Bianca, and Nia Jax will probably win. It makes sense. So Lyra here, we have a babyface going into the finals. Nia Jax is gonna be a heel. I think Nia Jax is gonna win it. We have Damian Priest tell Carlito that protection comes at a cost. So clearly Carlito is joining. I think he just joined Judgment Day. I think Damian Priest allowed it. Otis helped Chad Gable defeat Sami Zayn. We had Sonya Deville made her return. She gave advice to Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. I wonder how they're gonna put Sonya Deville. Cause Chelsea Green, she's not being used on TV. So we'll see where does Sonya Deville go. Otis did apologize to Sami Zayn. So clearly they're teasing Otis to break away from Chad Gable. Crowd would make it over tonight for Otis. Liv Morgan hit Lyra with a cheap shot backstage. That could be a feud that they're setting up. Because we got this a few times on Raw. If Liv Morgan wins the title. Braun Strowman helped Awesome Truth against Judgment Day. Awesome Truth retained their World Tag Team titles against Judgment Day. Carlito did try to come out, and Braun Strowman came out and stopped them and helped Awesome Truth retain their titles. I think we will get. We know that Carlito is still beefing with Rey Mysterio and the OWO. He attacked one of them backstage, so that feud can still continue. I didn't see this on the show. Karrion Kross, Unnerved, Xavier Woods. We could get that as a man. Zoe Stark and Shayna Baszler become the number contender for the tag team title. Yep.
The best thing in life are.
Yeah, me neither. Sonya Deville back. She was out for a whole year. I think she had a torn ACL last year, back in July, and here she is on TV.
Life is expensive. Quality tools don't have hardware break. America's number one tool store.
Come on.
So, respectively. So, if we would have gotten a Jey Uso and Tama Tonga final, I would have technically also been okay with that as well because that's WWE's big top storyline, the bloodline.
Drew McIntyre suggests Damian Priest is spreading himself too much.
Heading into the pay-per-view. So I love the match portion of it all, and I love that afterwards we still got Otis trying to basically talk to Sami Zayn and figure all that stuff out because that's the thing. Like this isn't just like, oh, Otis is a bad guy or Otis is a good guy. Otis is a good guy who did a bad thing, and he did it because for whatever reason he wants to keep his friendship with Chad Gable. He was brainwashed. Whatever the argument is, I thought that the story that we're seeing right now unfold for Otis is great. And it's the other thing that I was thinking about was Otis got one of the best reactions tonight, especially in this program with all of these guys. I even thought he got louder cheers than Sami Zayn, which is kind of crazy to say. Sami Zayn is one of the most popular faces on the show. But Otis, man, Otis was getting lots of love tonight.
So another great part of this segment was Gable started to
Alright.
really upset about not being. Then he went and he apologized. And you and I have interacted with him on a personal level. Like he is very much like the on-screen character that we see. Like he is very funny. He's got a great sense of humor. But when you see him being this sincere, and even Sammy was like, "Yeah, I can't be mad at you. I know you're a good guy." This added a lot of gravity to an active champion losing a non-title match, which I usually don't like. But with this, it got a bunch of people over. It got Gable over more. It got Sammy over more because he's a forgiving, good dude. Otis going and apologizing. What we saw afterwards was the Creed who are desperately sending needed direction to this. Backstage giggling with Chad Gable. Chad Gable saying, "Remember what I said," or "Think about what I said." Otis seeming like he's going to stand up for Gable. However, Gable's like, "No, no, no, I got you your flight to Saudi Arabia. You're good to go." There's an awful lot to this. This storyline right now involves Maxine Dupree, Akira Tozawa, Sami Zayn, Otis, Gable, the Creed, and also by proxy, Ivy Nile, who is with the Creed, but also teaming with Maxine. He's got like 8 pieces moving together, and I feel like all of them are getting over more as a result of it.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people have been wanting to see. First of all, I'm so happy that he got the new stuff chance because obviously everyone has made the similarities between Chad Gable and Kurt Angle, and the new stuff chant is, it's Kurt Angle's thing, right? Like that's his thing. So the second you heard the fans chanting that for Chad Gable, it was this very cool moment. But the other thing that people want to see is an interaction or him working with, or whatever you want to call it, him with the Creed brothers, because the Creed brothers came in to the main roster with a lot of hype. And their best match was the one that they had with DIY. That was the best match that they've had. But on top of that, they still have had really good matches on the show. But Creed brothers still don't really have any character on the show. They're still not. And like, if you tell me, okay, what's going on with the Creed brothers? I'm like, well, they're the Creed brothers, and they have matches here and there. That's kind of been just about it. So I think that Chad Gable bringing all the personality that he brings with the Creed brothers, and us starting to see a different side of the Creed brothers, especially if we were to see heel Creed brothers alongside Chad Gable, that would be different. Or who knows, whatever it is that they decide to do, that's something that I'm interested in because I want to see more of that personality come out from the Creed brothers. Because you mentioned that we have talked a lot to Otis. You got a chance to talk with the Creed brothers, right?
Yeah, I talked to them even outside of media, like, and like they both got big personalities. Well.
Exactly. big their personalities are, and I don't think that people have necessarily seen that yet because on NXT they more so got over again because of the pro wrestling. They haven't seen their personalities just yet. Like even when I did my interview with Brutus and Julius, and I ended up doing them separately, so I got both sides of who they are without the other person. I was stunned. I'm like, damn, I didn't really know this is what you guys were like. Julius is very, very like professional and proper, and then you have Brutus who's like this goofball, but they both blend each other so well that they balance things out like between their personalities. And so I just don't think we've seen enough of that, not even a glimpse of that on the main roster just yet.
I don't know if there's a wrestler that got hurt more by the pandemic than because it brought a screeching halt to all of his crowd momentum. He got his moment with Mandy, he got money in the bank, and it wasn't without the crowd. And that's very, very important. So now we're getting to see him get another shot.
Was he making out with Mandy when there was a crowd or no crowd? I'm trying to remember.
Well, I mean, they were starting to. They did the rumble spot, if you remember, when she landed on it. And then by the time Mania rolled around, it was that there was this and this moment and the crowd. So,
He never got the kiss, did he? Like he just got the peck. Is that all it was?
maybe.
I'm trying to remember. I don't really remember that much. I
I'd
remember
love-
two scenes.
I would love to see Gable like bring her in for
I think that's the most painful part.
The hell?
weird mentality that is very prominent in the IWC and internet wrestling chatter community. I don't know where it comes from. I don't know why people start telling themselves these things and then quadrupling down on these beliefs. I wanted Gunther and Randy Orton. I'm happy that Gunther won tonight. But if Jey Uso would have won, they would have given us Jey Uso and Tama Tonga. The last thing I would have been doing is shit my pants about. It makes perfect sense to me. Bloodline is a top storyline, a top angle. Of course, they're going to weave it in to the King of the Ring. It would make a lot of sense to me. Now, I'm glad they didn't do that because I really, really, really want to see Gunther and Orton. But I could totally understand them going in that direction if they chose to. I also think Nia Jax is going to wind up beating Bianca Friday, and she's going to perhaps win the Queen of the Ring. What about Nia Jax joining the Bloodline? I can see it. That's why I started thinking that maybe Jey Uso might win tonight. I mean, what if Nia Jax and Tama Tonga both win the King Queen of the Rings, and they're now in the Bloodline together? I could see that happening. But now Tama Tonga is going to have to beat Randy Orton, and then he's going to have to beat Gunther. That seems unlikely. I feel like Randy Orton is a shoo-in now to win on Friday, but it did make me think. But the Jey Uso stuff has been really weird. Seeing that online, a lot of people just all of a sudden have this opinion. And granted, his match with Jey Uso at WrestleMania was not great, but I feel like between that happening, between the match with Jey Uso in 30-degree weather or whatever the fuck it was, not landing or hitting the way we thought, plus Jey Uso not having the super over the top entrance, it's like the fans are just hardwired to kind of think this way. And it just all of a sudden made them forget about everything we've seen from Jey Uso, not only over the last 12 years, but specifically the last 3 or 4, when he's been highly competitive in singles. And now all of a sudden, he's only entrance and he can't do shit after the bell rings. And I don't get that mentality. And I think what it is just fans don't have original thoughts. They see one person say this, then they just adopt it, and then they spread it. And I'm just begging us to think a little bit more than that. That's just an asinine. And you're there ideally every single night with 12 versus 12 versus. Jay Hudson for Tommy Denise to beat MJF Roman Reigns because he's the most awaited. It also bring the most views and most impact to social media.
Roman
Well,
Reigns.
I think that everybody kind of knows Roman Reigns is coming back. We just don't know when. I think MJF will come back soon, within the next month or so. I don't care what what anybody says. I know that guy. He's sneaky. He's very, very sneaky. That's my prediction. Um, I mean, listen, the viewership in AEW has fallen off quite a bit.
Cool.
Which, hey, you know what? So is WWE Raw. They're just doing strong numbers in live events and everything else. Right now, Raw is without Rhea Ripley, CM Punk, Seth Rollins, arguably their three biggest stars, and Drew McIntyre was barely on this show tonight. So, like, you're missing four of your big stars. I think they picked a really great time to be King of the Ring because Roman's gone, The Rock's gone. I think Roman will naturally have more on social media because of WWE's bigger by scale. I think that NJF's, yeah, I don't know what it'll do long term for AEW's viewership, but if it has a significant boost, well, that would be pretty telling about his drawing power. And hopefully it does. I hope that both of them bring a big boost.
I do think that MJF when he returns, I do think that I do think that'll be a big boost for AEW because a lot of people do miss him. Like I say this all the time, but he feels like so much of the DNA of AEW is, MJF is a big picture of that and a big part of that, excuse me. And then when you think about Roman Reigns for so long, we've only been seeing heel Roman Reigns. We haven't seen babyface Roman Reigns that is actually loved and wanted by the fans in such a very long time, if ever. And so the fact that that's incoming, I think that within itself lends to a lot of interest of like, okay, well, what's it going to be like, and what's going to happen when it comes back with the bloodline, and when are we going to get the Rock again? And so for that reason, I did go with Roman Reigns just overall. But that's not to say that when MJF comes back, it's not going to be big for AEW on their side of
Get on that again. Another rematch. Again, 50-50 booking. Can you actually give them a down one way? Can you God, can you stop doing
things. A
50-50
little
booking?
bit.
It's not helping. And after can give them some other opponent. I don't know.
Oh God. Yeah, 2019 watch
Because I
along.
might
It
be
was
tonight.
God, I don't even know what to say. Like, you gotta understand, like that was my first time ever going.
But that's the context. Denise had just got hired by Mike. Then she's there.
Actually, Dragon Up hasn't really won a match. We've been losing it off weird.
What happened?
Every goddamn week you
Dean
losing.
versus Seth Rollins, Hell in a Cell, where Denise was just gonna be like, oh,
No. Sean, there's a picture, and some people have sent it to me, and I'll find it somewhere. It's all over the internet. There's a picture where I literally like I have like a smile, but you can see that my smile is the regular smile, but my eyes are saying the truth. And I had this moment of like, oh my God, what the is happening? And thankfully, I know some people don't realize that was me, by the way, especially because I look so little there. But when the way that Sean Waltman responded, the way that he reacted, he went off, right? And so like all I could do was just sit there and smile. And I'm like, I'm not trying to, I can't, I'm not going to trash the product on their television. I don't have that ability to do that, especially, like then, I was like, terrible. Right, that's not what I was there for. And so then Sean, he has this epic reaction, and you can watch that online too. And I'm just sitting there like, well, Sean brought me, so I'm obviously going to be respectful of his thoughts and his opinions. But it's like it was just the whole thing. It was just the whole thing. I didn't know what to do.
SAS said how heavily Ivar and relations would like to make a video of his personal return. SAS, unfortunately, this is a gift-based situation. Eric's injury is very, very serious. Ivar's injury is a TBD right now. And he and Edge, I think, might be the only two guys come back from each other. He has treated every match like it's his last since then. I had a good conversation.
Don't touch him.
Very frank about how he meant. He had said, me and Ricochet had our match on Raw. We treated it like we won a WrestleMania match, and I never know how many pregnant again. So, that would be at least a year likely that she's going to be off TV of the maternity leave. So, there's a real chance that we might not see them again. I hope we do, but, um, you know, it's not a guarantee. Jonathan Corona says, when I asked you guys what is your favorite best commentator in WWE, AEW, or TNA, I'll give you a few. My favorite play-by-play guy right now, Michael Cole probably is my favorite play-by-play guy. He's really good with Dylan, but Ian Riccaboni is a favorite. Um, Matt Raywold, I think in TNA is doing really well, and I really like David Scott as well.
I like Tom a whole lot.
Come on. Enough with the damn commercial.
Because the man is going to Saudi Arabia on Saturday. So, will be no less over when he wakes up tomorrow morning than he was when he walked into the building tonight, I assure you. So, Jey Uso is going to be just fine. But the right man won in the main event tonight. I was getting worried. I thought that they were going to send Jey Uso all the way into the ring to wrestle Tamatani in the finals. That is not the match that I wanted to see. I was starting to lose hope that maybe I was maybe they were going to give a bloodline fight. But that is not the case. We also know who is going to the finals of the Queen of the Ring from the Raw side of things, and it will be Bird Girl, Lyra Valkyria, pulled off the upset here tonight over a former WWE Women's Champion in Io Sky. She will go to the finals in Saudi on Saturday. The only question is, who will Gunther be wrestling and who will Lyra be stepping into the ring with? And it seems pretty apparent to me that we are in for a Gunther Randy Orton final on one side, and we are in for a Lyra Valkyria Nia Jax final on the other. The stage is set. It won't be confirmed until SmackDown ends on Friday night. That is what it looks like. Chad Gable is on the show on Saturday. He's going to be wrestling for the Intercontinental title, but tonight he pinned the Intercontinental champion one-on-one on television. Pinned him right in the middle of the ring. I don't think that bodes very well for Chad Gable going into the show this coming Saturday. And the other thing that we also had tonight, we witnessed a murder on live television. Braun Breaker made his in-ring debut on Raw, his official Raw debut. And it did not end well for his opponent. We're going to talk about what happened there. We're going to talk about everything that happened here on this show. And even before I get into all that, let me just mention one other non-WWE note, one non-Raw note, because WWE Insider had a news update during the show tonight. And it pertains to an AEW star. It pertains to Eddie Kingston, who lost his New Japan Strong Openweight title not this past weekend, but the weekend before. Here, part of the Field of 8 on Monday night. Where we were going with his ascent and Clash of the Castle being in Scotland and him wanting the World Championship, I was going to go with Drew at the end of all of it if he was still in the tournament. As soon as he was removed from the tournament, Gunther was the outcome. So you look at Gunther and Jey Uso, and then you look at the fact that WWE hasn't told us what the winner of this tournament gets. And that was going to weigh heavy on the creative process. If WWE tonight said the winner of the King of the Ring, the winner of the Queen of the Ring, is going to get a championship match of their choice at so-and-so event, or whenever they choose within the next 30 days or 60 days, or whatever they come up with. If that was the end goal, then Gunther was the odds-on choice to win this thing. If it was not, Jey Uso was probably the odds-on favorite to go to Saudi and wrestle for the King of the Ring. Because if there's no championship on the line, WWE's not going to make Jey Uso a world champion WWE would have given Jey Uso the crown because every other title opportunity that he has had, he's lost. And on top of that, they could have easily played into Jey Uso versus Hamatonga in the finals and play out the Bloodline saga in the finals, which I don't think was necessary because you don't need a tournament to tell that particular story. You could do that away from the tournament and give the tournament to somebody that is actually going to use it to bolster their career or, have their career go to the next level. Jey Uso didn't need that. He didn't need this story to play out in the King of the Ring, which is where I'm going because we didn't get an announcement of what the winner gets. So here I am all day. I'm like, I wouldn't be surprised if Jey Uso wins this fucking thing. WWE gives us Jey Uso versus Hamatonga. Jey Uso wins the King of the Ring. We see Jimmy Uso come back to get his revenge on Hamatonga and Bloodline 2.0. And then the reconciliation process between Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso begins. That would be a way to get him back to television and get the Usos back together to battle the Bloodline. And then we get Jacob Fatu, and then we get 3-on-3, and then we're off to the races. That's where I thought they were going. I'm here to tell you that's not where they're going. I'm here to tell you that it is not where they are going. Gunther is going to the finals. Gunther is going to Saudi, and now we are probably on a collision course for Gunther and Randy Orton in the main event, or I guess the semi-main event of King of the Ring. It will be the finals of the King of the Ring.
And they will do. I'm certainly not complaining about that.
Is Punk still the only two-time Money in the Bank briefcase holder? How cool would it be if he was a three-time?
And I'm like, okay, that's gonna be really fun because you're gonna have Io Sky who's like,
Well, Edge? No, Edge did. Well, I guess Edge did. Edge won it in the.
They're going with Randy. They need their big stars over there. That's who they want over there, and that's where they're. It's pretty safe to say that Gunther and Randy Orton is going to be your finals for the King of the Ring. As for the ladies, it's a little bit more easy to predict coming out of SmackDown. I was actually 50-50 on Lyra Valkyrie. Who? I don't know who this is.
Exactly.
Bird girl. Oh, we better watch out, man. This is an open area, open space. She could fly away, Bird girl. We're outside in the beer garden. Lyra Valkyria and Io Sky. It was either going to go Io and make everybody happy, or Lyra and have everybody be less than enthused, quite honestly. But I'm looking at what is happening on SmackDown. Bianca and Nia. I think we're going to get Nia Jax beating Bianca Belair. I don't think we're going to get, now that we saw Lyra beat Io Sky, if Io won, I would have said, all right, let's go Bianca and get a rematch there from Backlash last year. But Lyra, she won and surprised Io, upset Io. She's going to the finals. And WWE, I feel, is now going to go Nia beating Bianca, and we're going to get Nia versus Lyra in the finals of the Queen of the Ring. And it's going to be heel babyface dynamic there. To Randy Orton, Gunther, heel babyface. I just don't see them going with Bianca and doing babyface for babyface. Lyra is not going to bode well in that situation. I think having Lyra go to the finals and come just a little bit short is their thought process here. And trying to overcome the mountain that is Nia Jax, I think that's where their thought process is now. So we see where WWE's vision is
with the outcomes that we got on Monday night. Gunther wins. Randy Orton is more than likely his opponent on Saturday. Lyra beat Io. Now Nia is more than likely Lyra's opponent on Saturday. And Nia and Gunther, who were the two people that I chose from the very beginning of this tournament, are probably going to end up winning King and Queen of the Ring. Two heels winning King and Queen of the Ring, which is, I think, the right creative.
It's better when the heel wins it.
There. I am excited about where Gunther is going in the ascent of because he's got a world championship coming to him sooner, very soon, rather than later.
So that may be Damian Priest.
The other big thing that happened tonight was the little mini story that we got with Braun Breaker. And I didn't really expect Braun Breaker to have such a post-match attack tonight to tell his story on Monday night. This was his debut match on Raw. Comes out, he squashes the jobber, and he just absolutely goes mental on this poor guy. And it's all because Adam Pearce did not pick him for the King of the Ring tournament. He was not a part of the field debate in the King of the Ring tournament, and he's now holding that against Adam Pearce. So he's basically defying the laws on Monday night. He's defying authority on Monday night. Destroyed this poor guy, and he wasn't the only victim of Braun Breaker tonight. Ricochet, he was a victim of Braun Breaker. So Braun Breaker had two casualties tonight, two victims. Where this is going, we will talk about that. If you guys watched my SmackDown post on Friday, I mentioned it again. If you watched the one before that, I mentioned it fuller, in detail. I do think that this is leading to Braun Breaker being removed off of Monday Night Raw. That's where I feel like it's going. I feel like they are going to shift him back to SmackDown. And what were the last words of AJ Styles on Friday night? Byron Saxton asked AJ, what is your future looking like on Friday nights? AJ says, you know what? I have no idea what my future looks like. This is why next week I'm talking to Nick Aldis about what my future looks like. AJ could be shifted over to Monday Night Raw. Braun Breaker could be shifted over to SmackDown. I'm smelling a trade. A trade between Braun Breaker and AJ Styles switching brands. That's where I think this is.
Yeah.
We'll talk about that a little bit more in detail when we go over the great segment that was Braun Breaker tonight. Sami Zayn, Intercontinental Champion. Sami Zayn wrestled Chad Gable. So basically, two-thirds of the triple threat match that we will see on Saturday in the Intercontinental Championship tonight in the opening of Monday Night Raw. Don't really like champions losing non-title matches on television. But this one I accepted because I see with
Mark has a really great eye for scouting and finding talent and finding stars. And on top of that, finding what it is that people need to change, tweak, alter, whatever, so that
it don't care for it. I think it takes away from the Intercontinental Championship. But I do think it's going to play into a bigger picture, honestly. We will talk about that as well right here on Off the Script. Why don't I like champions losing on television in non-title matches? Why do you think? You guys cannot be that fucking brain dead. Why don't I like champions losing non-title matches on television? I understand not everybody has been with me for a long time, but this is a Vince McMahon move. Champions should remain strong up until they lose the championship. Did you ever see Gunther lose on television? Champions should not be losing on television in non-title matches. It's just my tick. It's my thing. I hate it. We will talk about that right here on OTS. After what I thought was a decent Monday Night Raw. Nothing groundbreaking by any means. Wrestling in itself is very cold right now. There's no news. I mean, if you guys saw the news feeds today, holy shit. The news stories that dominated the feeds today were Liv Morgan being single. She announced that she is single. I didn't know this. And they had a small portion of the IWC all whipping their fucking penises out in hopes that they land Liv Morgan. Let me tell you something, folks. None of you have a chance with Liv Morgan. None of you will ever be looked at by Liv Morgan. She doesn't know you exist. We have a better chance of Nick Khan sitting down with Tony Khan discussing an AEW.
So wish that he or someone would use that as a finishing move. It looks too good to be just a setup move to the next thing. He kicked out. Then we got a QR code on the screen. I did not get a chance to look up the QR code.
And there are times where you don't always get that. Now, speaking specifically for Brock Breaker, for the ones that we saw on SmackDown, they had been good, but after a while, they're pretty much the same thing, right? However, this one here today went above and beyond because, like you mentioned, the three spears and then him hitting him with the chair on the steel steps, all of that. And what I loved most, the best part about all of these spears was they weren't all just like in the ring. Like you mentioned, they were all in different areas and done in different ways. And when we did the third one and they did the bird's eye view camera, it looked like a video game. It looked like you were playing video games and maneuvering Brock Breaker to freaking hit the spear. And so I thought that was freaking kick ass, man. I feel bad. Well, actually, no, not I don't feel bad for Kale Dixon. You wanna know why? I care more about Kale Dixon than I ever did, but today was also the first day I heard of him. I didn't watch Level Up, so I don't know. But Kale Dixon, man, when he comes back, he's gonna get a pop out of me. I'm gonna be like, bro, you survived all of that. I'm so happy for you.
Yeah, I hope they use that on Level Up or whatever, and that they can reference that. Absolutely. I had someone said, "Oh, it might have been the greatest." I also think that it was not make Brock Breaker stop. Well, I like it. Eventual Roman Reigns match down the line. That's what I want. Spear versus spear. I'll tell you one of my favorite squash matches. It was Coco Beware as Stagger Lee against the Patriot. Not that Patriot, not the one in the WWF. He breaks off of that board. Just whips his ass so bad. I think he said, "Do you think Braun will spear Adam Pearce? He looks even more deadly than I break the ropes." So let's kind of get into that. Ilya backstage talking about Gunther and Ricochet interrupts. So what I like is they're like, well, Ilya has been in the main event, but he's worried about Gunther. Ricochet's after him. And oh, here comes Braun Breaker spearing Ricochet. Now, in my opinion, Braun Breaker did not give a damn which of those two men he get, as long as he get one of them, because both of those men were in the King of the Ring, and he felt like he should have been. Ilya was reacting to it. Ricochet was selling the hell out of it. And now what you've got are potential matches with Ilya and Gunther, Ilya and Ricochet, Ilya and Braun, Ricochet and Ilya, Ricochet and Braun, or a triple threat with all damn three of those fellas. I thought that was masterful how that was set up. And it isn't just like, oh, well, this guy's segment match is over, so he's fine. Then you don't see him again. I'm so glad those days are over. I thought this was great.
Yeah, so him spearing Ricochet, I wasn't expecting that. And I was like, damn, poor Ricochet, what'd he do? So that was kind of funny. But the moment with him and Adam Pearce and him telling him, like,
Enough of these damn commercials, man.
Walking out without that champion. He's going to retain. Chad Gable, I don't believe, is going to win the title on Saturday. Not going to happen, not yet. But after watching this, he beat the champion. He's on cloud 9, right? He thinks he's got everything all lined up. It doesn't bode very well for him, I think, on the PLE this weekend. Now Otis can play a role. He maybe fails to do what he's told to do. It ends up costing Gable. And I can see that happening during the match. Sammy then goes ahead and pins Bronson Reed. I would not have him pin Chad Gable. I would keep him pin free. Triple threat. No reason Sammy can't get the pin on the other guy. Keeps the feud alive so that eventually they can run it back in a singles match. Whether they can hold off until Money in the Bank or they want to do it on a episode of Raw. Look, I can see them headlining an episode of Raw 2 or 3 weeks from now. Sometime in June, early to mid-June, we get a main event of Chad Gable and Sami Zayn for the Intercontinental title, and that's where Gable wins the championship. I think he should win the title. He's been trying to win this thing for almost a year. They turned him heel. The stars are aligned. I don't see any reason why you can't put this title on him and then have Sammy chase and try to get it back. But Money in the Bank is still a ways off. I don't know if they want to hold off and wait that long. So the title change, I think, is coming, but it's not coming this week. Backstage, Gable was with the members of the Academy. Jackie Redmond asked if using Otis was his master plan. But there was a commotion.
Well, that's okay. Don't even give a shit. We're not here to talk about Rampage, though. We're here to talk about Monday Night Raw. Monday Night Raw opens up with coming on out. Makes us bring entrance. They are in Greensboro. It's gonna get how many magic tricks are we gonna get? You gotta be careful with that stuff. You don't want it to be too hokey. Luckily
Right.
you can disagree with me without
Like, no, I'm not saying that I'm gonna deal with you.
not gonna tell you.
No. It was really bad. I'm like, you guys could have come up with something. I would have taken, I just forgot. Over something else, which would have been bad too, but yeah. And so when he said that, I was like, good, he should be pissed because I really hated Adam Pearce's reasoning last week when he said he didn't want to just throw him in. I'm like, bro, come on. That was such a dumb excuse. I hated that. So yeah, Braun Breaker should be pissed.
I like lyra. Like, why are all these other people
Right.
about a former NXT champion? It was a
already was walking a fine wire for me in terms of interest. Like I had already been feeling like the Judgment Day is long overdue for a breakup at this point, and I may be in the minority for that, but I just don't think they're doing anything intriguing right now. And so for that reason, this is the part of the show where I'm like, it's the Judgment Day, whatever. And that I guess I feel like I can feel it, but I'm just not a fan.
I had burritos and that until I was like,
So like, okay, like I just don't feel like we're gonna get really anything out of it. To me, the most interesting thing about right now the Judgment Day is still Dominic Mysterio getting sued.
also the Liv and Lyra backstage interaction where Liv ended up throwing on Mr. Costas. Liv and Finn came out of the same car, by the way. Same car, different shop. Awesome Truth defeated Finn and Sadie McDonough. Makes Braun Strowman coming out. I like that it's set. I love our season attitude. I like that. I don't need to see the title reign continue that much longer. I saw it. I would have been happy if it lasted a week, honestly. But I think the bloom is off the rose there, and I'm ready to move on.
The bloom is off the rose.
Yeah.
I'm gonna steal that one. You know which saying of yours I stole, by the way?
What?
In like 2 years. Oh, that one too. But 2 years ago, I forgot what we were talking about, but you were like, I'm happy as pigs and shit. And so now that's my new saying. I love that saying. I'm happy as pigs and shit. So I say it all the time now. I've heard you say that one, but it's too long that I forget it. Wait, say it again.
As nervous as a cat.
I'm nervous as a cat sitting razor blade. It's just too long.
Damien Priest sold I like how JD tried to like play a poker face. Braun Breaker, it did Braun for almost dozens of them to cost him the match. Yeah. Also, people get photos of him in the midst of all yeah, there's an awful lot of like real lines. Big Balor can get in, go see like that. Dominic can do his own thing, hang out with Carlito for a while. I think that would be kind of cool. And Rhea comes back and they're like, what the hell's going on? Where is everybody? What happened?
She's not gonna know what table to sit at anymore.
Exactly. I think there's some interesting things going on there. SAS says, what's your opinion? This promo video is better. Mania 26, Taker versus HBK, or Mania 17, Fox Stone Cold? I gotta say Taker HBK, but I
Oh, fudge, that is really hard. I'm gonna have to go with the My Way one because even though I love the Taker HBK one, that's my favorite wrestling match ever. I just remember feeling like, oh god, Rock and Austin, like what a big freaking deal. And like my uncle, he had the big poster, so I just have a lot of memories of that, even though it was such a long time ago.
got the poster right in here.
Yeah, no, the Houston Have a Problem one. I love that poster. I haven't seen it in decades. Like I haven't seen it in such a long time. But I still remember it, and so the memories are still there. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. I love that.
But I mean, Taker HBK was like when it's like Braun Breaker. Nobody. You want to throw Rhino in there? I'll give you Rhino in the door. What was that, 20 plus years ago? Give me a break. These people who hit spears today. Somebody needs to wise them up. So, as vicious as this was supposed to be, he still had a segment of the audience cheering for him and doing the the dog bark chant.
A lot of the other guys. Maxine Bray, and she looked cringy and cheesy while trying to contemplate whether she was going to slap Sami Zayn or not. She did not, and Chad Gable called her a failure. Same thing happens with Tozawa. He doesn't sucker punch Sami Zayn. Chad Gable sees that he doesn't follow through and calls Akira Tozawa a failure. He then rightfully kicks both of them out of the ringside area. So up until this point, it was very obvious that Chad Gable was more focused on having them cheat and them following his orders than him actually winning the match. He's got a championship match guaranteed anyway on Saturday afternoon at King of the Ring. So all of this distracted Gable. Zayn delivers a beautiful looking Blue Thunder bomb off the distraction. He gets a 2 count. Gable rolls out of the ring and in front of Otis. And he starts yelling at Otis. The crowd chanting for Otis.
Maybe she wants to spend more time with Seth Rollins. Maybe she wants to spend more time with Gary. We don't know her priorities. I think that it will come down to the wire. I mean, it's already down to the wire. It's already down to the wire. The Liv promo was pretty basic. I'm gonna be you, you're gonna be me, yada yada. Don't gotta do much more heading into that, but I think Liv's walking out chanting on Saturday.
I'm torn, Sean. I don't know. So before this promo, I was thinking, oh, it's definitely gonna be Becky Lynch. But after this promo, I gotta tell you, I love what they did here tonight, both Becky and Liv. I think Liv tonight. I mean, I feel like I say this all the time, but God, yes, she was confident. Like even her little laugh that she did, and the way she was like, yes, too bad. All of that was really good stuff, man. But I thought that it was fast. Like at no point did this promo between them.
In the corner. The referee went to go check on Gable. Sami Zayn was setting up for the Buddha kick, and all of a sudden Otis jumped on the ring apron
Chaos Theory hits 1, 2. Gable posed in celebration and made sure to stand in front of Otis to hog all of the spotlight, even after he slapped Otis, and then Otis eventually helped Gable win this match against Sami Zayn. And the best part is, and I hope this fucking catches on, Greensboro chanted, "You suck," to the beat of Chad Gable's theme, just like they used to do to Kurt Angle. I hope that catches on, because that's only going to enhance the great heel turn that we're seeing right now from Chad Gable. I made a mention on social media in regards to this Alpha Academy eventual split and the sympathy that Otis is getting from the fans, because Otis obviously loves Chad Gable. He befriended Chad Gable, they're real life best friends. And the crowd is sympathizing with Otis because he doesn't want to betray his best friend. He doesn't want to let his best friend down, but he also has a heart of gold. He knows that what he's doing is wrong. He doesn't want to do the wrong thing, but he also doesn't want to lose his best friend in the process. What this reminds me of, and I posted this on social media, this reminds me of when Daniel Bryan was in the Wyatt family, just for that little bit. And Bryan had to do the bidding of Bray and the Wyatt family. He had to wear the jumpsuit. He was basically their slave. And it eventually came to a point where Bryan was, I mean, it actually enhanced, believe it or not. Women's tag team contender match, Shayna and Joey. Got Maxie and Ivy and Kyrie and Dakota as well. Shayna and Zoe still at it. It feels like we've seen every combination of women's tag team title matches or women's tag team matches, but I'm glad that they don't just give up on these teams immediately. Like Shayna and Zoe do work well together. Anything about this one stand out to you? How do you feel about this? It's not for this Sunday or this Saturday, by the way. It's for
So really, do we want to get into the Sonya Deville stuff now, or are we waiting for that?
Sonya Deville made her return, showing up backstage, talking with
Well, that to me was the most interesting part in all of it. I'm like, oh my god, Sonya Deville, like, God, it's been.
He doesn't want to lose his best friend. But he also knows his best friend is a fucking friend. I'm loving this. I just said moments ago that I'm not foreseeing this match 5 days before the pay-per-view. I just said I'm not for the champion. And after what we went through with Gunther, who made that championship more valuable than any other title in the company, I don't want to see champions, especially this championship, this champion, Sami Zayn, lose on television in a non-title match. I don't like it. But like I said, it's not as offensive as it was, no matter if I like it or not, because of the story that was being told. Because what we're getting now is Gable still hanging on to Otis. He feels like he has Otis in his back pocket. He feels that Otis is for the Academy, while the others are not. He calls Otis his star pupil. This will be the moment that Otis turns on Gable, costs Gable the Intercontinental Championship. They will sever the Alpha Academy. Gable will find new students in the Creed Brothers. That was already teased tonight. That's been
Jacob.
Otis will go babyface. Otis will help Sammy win the championship, retain the championship on Saturday. I don't know if this leads to Gable and Otis in a mini feud, but Sammy's going to walk out Saturday with the Intercontinental Championship. The whole reason why Bronson Reed is in that match is to take the pinfall. Gable cannot lose on Saturday.
I don't see Sami Zayn losing that title yet. I have a feeling that we will get the one-on-one match eventually, and Gable will be the one to take the title from Sami Zayn, not at King of the Ring. That's why I think Bronson Reed is to eat that pinfall. But we need to see Otis split from Gable. We need to see Gable with his new academy, and then we need to see Gable win the championship. Because everything will have come full circle for Chad Gable. He gets rid of the old academy. They don't want to help him win the championship. They were not going to help him win the championship. The new academy will, and he will become the champion. Where does Otis go from there? That's my question. I don't know where Otis goes from there. If I was in control, if I had the pen, I'd actually give up Otis going single. I'd call Tucker Knight back up, and I'd reform Heavy Machinery on Monday Night Raw. Don't know where Tucker went. Don't even know if he's still wrestling. I thought Heavy Machinery was a fucking really, really solid tag team. I'm talking, this is NXT Black and Gold days. Some of you might not remember Heavy Machinery. That was Otis's gig before Otis went to the main roster, and they split Heavy Machinery. Vince split Heavy Machinery. Awful decision. Don't know where they go with Otis. But I'd love to see Heavy Machinery back. I mean, wishful thinking. But again, that's the only question I have coming out of this. Where does Otis go? Do we see Otis as a single? I don't know. Tucker! Yeah! Man, I love those guys. Stakes and weights. Stakes and weights. If you know, you know. Moving on, we got a great Io Sky video package. She spoke in Japanese the entire video package.
Travel restriction up. Hell yeah, it is. Get in your super chest. Get in your humper chest. Head down the home stretch. There are a lot of people feigning anger over Jey Uso. I mean, I don't get it. Jey Uso right now is one of the top baby faces on this show that is in the ring right now. Seth ain't around. Punk ain't around. Becky might be about to leave. We don't even know. I don't have an issue with Jey Uso. I mean, he's a top. Part of the bloodline purpose was to launch him as an upper mid card guy, and they've done that. And honestly, last week's result made this week even more interesting. I was like, oh my god, are they gonna have Jey Uso beat Gunther? Gunther ends up winning, choking him out, making him pass out so he can pin either. I was all for this. I'm all for Gunther in the main event or in the ring. We'll discuss some theories momentarily, but how do you feel about this?
So, like you, once Jey Uso defeated Ilya Dragunov, I was under the assumption of like, oh, maybe there is a chance that he might defeat Gunther. It's not what I wanted, but I did have a slight little hesitation in me in regards to my prediction of this being Gunther all the way. That I was, thinking, man, what if this doesn't happen? Especially because they set it up nicely. Where on the SmackDown side of things, you have Randy Orton and Tonga. One of those two guys being in the finals. And so you're like, damn, this kind of played out very nicely where if Jey Uso wins, there was a lot of people that thought, okay, maybe he's going to go in there and face Tonga, and then all of a sudden, what are you doing? You're reigniting the bloodline storyline with Jey Uso once again fused in that. And so they really set it up to the point where you started to maybe, a little bit of you started to doubt whether or not Gunther was going to win. Of course, Gunther wins today. It was the right way to go. Very happy that he won that. And the only thing I didn't like, I did not like the finish, and the only reason for that was it felt very rushed and sort of muted, where there really weren't any sparks to it at all. So that was the only thing I didn't love with the finish, but I did enjoy the match. I thought it was perfectly fine. I just didn't think that the finish had the fireworks that you normally get.
I want to shout out
Again, this is the fifth reason why we got Boston League and Bond Breaker. Again, 50-50 booking. Can you stop doing this to me, Bucket? It's hurting both of them. Throughout the week, I know we have to.
And then every time
Braun
he
Breaker,
saw,
the crowd is barely getting behind him.
That's great.
if
It's
I
crowd.
saw that, I would immediately be like, hey, that's it. And if I'm Jay,
What are we doing here? Is it necessary? 4 weeks in a row? They're fighting all fucking black people.
hell yeah.
I hate this. God damn it.
They should have already thought that. That is one of the better
That's really good.
I wanted to speak anyway to Alex come up. And Samel said, I didn't get my clean high cheap beats. I couldn't get my glow in the dark briefcase. I'm showing him the WWE I but I make beats says, hey, in the UK here, good to see you online. I watched the post that love David my favorite guy. After you won, hope you face the court. So for Logan Cody, not gonna lie, one of the deal that wasn't clean, but now my lyra. I'm so glad you're hanging out with us, regardless of where you are. Thank you for all the upper chat you said. Thank you so much. So that's the interesting thing. It looks like common sense is something you face with. It might be Randy versus Gunther. There is something interesting about Tama Tonga versus Gunther for a couple of reasons. One, the bloodline will choose to help Tama Tonga. Gunther being pissed off at the bloodline is very interesting. Also, some people go, why would they do that with Tama Tonga? That was so there is a bloodline for that as well. Although I think it's going to be, and I think Gunther knows that. I think we get Gunther. That makes sense.
Right, of course. You can't forget he's coming off of this legendary Intercontinental Championship run. Coming to the ring just fits Gunther, and the match between him and Randy Orton, you know, is going to be damn solid. So I can't wait to see that. That's what I had a feeling was going to go down at the finals of the match, Gunther and Randy. So I'm very happy that it's playing out that way.
I mean, Pete says, who do you guys think would be the best choice for the tag title moving forward? I would say the Catch Republic and Street Profits. I think that Andrade and program soon, wasn't in AEW before the new card. I just want to see him doing something consistent, regardless of where he is in the news. Even if he's in a team or something, like give him something. As far as yeah, I would like to see Catch Republic and Street Profits. I think those are two really good things.
Not the Street Profits because they've gone really downhill the last like couple of months ever since they started that new body last year. They've lost a lot of funk. There just hasn't been that much interest in them. I would say the new Catch Republic, DIY, those would probably be my two top.
Guys, quickly the thumbs up on this video. Comment on this video. I'm going to be in the comments sharing my thoughts with you guys. I don't know what you like most about the Raw. Don't forget, we're here every night. NXT Tuesday, Wednesday, from AEW, and then earlier that day from Beyond the Bell is preempted this week on Tuesday. Thursday night, ROH Impact is the only major wrestling on site. So that's go. We've got Friday, SmackDown. Saturday is Rhapsody, distributed post show, Collision post show every week. Sunday, double or nothing. This is the Saturday. He's also doing a post show on her channel on Saturday. He's coming to this
YouTube.com/South Vega. That's the place to be. You guys post a lot of content. So it's still not this month, but it'll come back up. So head on over there to YouTube.com/South Vega.
Also, still wants to fight. Please go to fightforlife.com. $5 a month. That is in the ring right now. That thing around. Punk.
And so I'm intrigued in that being a possibility there. And then after the match, it's the same thing all the time here. We kind of saw the same thing from every team that we've seen before. So really nothing too different in regards to the fatal four way.
It's September of 2020. She was at the tournament. We had 42 matches. by the looks of it, all the majority of them were during that period when finally came back to the ring as a wrestler. But she had the GM thing that you mentioned, and a lot. I mean, and had a lot of moments taken from her too. She was a champion, had it taken away from her. And to do a hair match, and it got taken from her. Like there was a lot of stuff in the works for her.
Her and Chelsea were a lot of fun. I remember that. And then, God, I remember thinking the tag team titles were cursed. And oh my God, it just did so much that happened. So hopefully this is like the better run for her, or like the best.
Hey, talking with Shayna and Billy that I love.
Oh, but that is really hard. I'm gonna have to start the show where I'm like, it's the Judgment Day, whatever. And that I don't. I feel like it's I can feel
mean,
I can feel it, but I'm just not a fan.
I had to for that. I've been there, like it. I thought the Judgment Day segment. By the way, Damian Priest is the champion. Carries such a different confidence with him now that I really enjoy. And also, not just for the same game where we were talking about the mixed losing like I like this. I thought that this also achieved a lot of different things on the program.
Damn. To be a heel now. Right.
You can disagree with me about being a heel.
No, I'm not saying I'm
Not
not
just
gonna with you. No, no, I'm not saying I agree or disagree. I wish I had an opinion about this. Because instead, in the Judgment Day storyline, since Rhea Ripley has been gone, and this whole stuff with Carlito, I don't want to say has go away heat for me. It just has this is the part of the show that I don't care about portion. And I feel bad saying that, but I just don't think this is interesting. I haven't gotten interested in this at all, and I don't even have. Maybe it's because I wasn't a fan of what Carlito has been doing since he returned, and now it's been incorporated into the Judgment Day, where the Judgment Day already was walking a fine wire for me in terms of interest. Like I had already been feeling like the Judgment Day is long overdue for a breakup at this point, and I may be in the minority for that, but I just don't think they're doing anything intriguing right now. And so for that reason, this is the part of the show where I'm like, it's the Judgment Day. But something happened to Kale Dixon than I ever did, but today was also the first day I heard of him. I didn't watch Level Up.
Lyra slapped her back, hit a very nice looking German suplex. Lyra followed with some clotheslines, some kicks, and then Zaguri flying crossbody off the top rope, and a fisherman suplex. She goes for cover, she gets a 2 count. Io followed with some double knees. She nets a 2 count off the double knees. Crowd was as quiet as anything. All show for this match. Started to come alive just a little bit. Lyra had this funky looking submission hold, this pendulum submission hold applied on Io. She was rocking Io back and forth. I'm sorry. And then Sammy is like, you know what? I know you're sorry. You're a good guy. Chad Gable is not good for you. Just trying to talk Otis into dumping Chad Gable for good. And I think we're really close to that happening. Probably 1 week from tonight, next Monday, that's going to all go down. That's what I suspect. Then we are back in the ring for a Becky Lynch promo. The man comes out with the title.
Ran down. Miz quickly knocked him off the apron and wiped out Balor with a dive. Truth gave McDonough a flatliner, but Carlito put McDonough's foot on the bottom rope to break the count for 3. So then we hear the music of one Braun Strowman. Here he comes. Braun Strowman marches down to the ring, and Carlito is there to meet him in the aisleway. He immediately grabs Carlito and he hurls him into the side of the barricade. And then he chased McDonough around the ring, chased him around ringside. And you know what that means. For the first time in over a year, it is time to take a ride. It is the Strowman Express. It has been out of service for a very long time. They've been renovating it. It's had some repairs that it's had to
Time. And maybe it'll be a pre-fund. Make it quick, please, for the love of God. Do something else. Just R2. Yeah, that's basically covered. They did show Liv Morgan hanging out with Finn Balor in a car. Start off with Anthony from Melbourne. Apologies, I haven't seen the show yet, so hopefully this is outdated. I wanted to touch on the debut of Shauna James last week on Raw. Not on social media, so my only reference is the host community, who I haven't heard bring this up, but it's Shauna's character program, or is it just me? I'm usually the one that say people are TPC when it comes to entertainment. But having a segment where Shauna is dressed in her healing legal suit, claiming she doesn't hesitate, she adjudicates in response to her superior telling her not to hesitate to call on me. This gave me creepy boss vibes. And if you didn't think it was meant to have a sexual connotation, R-Truth jokes in the workplace. Am I reaching to think a female legal with sexual innuendo towards a boss is a parallel to Chanel Grant? If Vince was still in charge, I 100% see this as something he would deliberately do, but I thought the current regime was more self-aware and even risk people coming in with the same conclusion. I've seen nobody make this connection. I think this is a bit of a reach. Well, the whole joke in that segment was R-Truth thought adjudicate sounded like user imagination. But I didn't sense any reason for her to say adjudicate other than for R-Truth to mistake it as that. I didn't think anything of it myself. Yeah, I mean, it's I just kind of see her playing pretty much the same character she was in NXT. And I really thought if people were making that connection, I don't think that was a story. That's what I'm let's take a look. All right, Brian from New Jersey says, so Marshall. Welcome back to the deal. Tommy says lyra for the major upset. And then yeah, I would rush that. Austin as a heel. Oh, that was such a good angle. Where Austin got put in the ambulance. And you see Triple H back there too. Plant the seed for something there, I'm not sure. And then after that, we had the fatal four-way to determine who number one contenders for the women's tag team titles. This was Zoe and Shayna against Kate and the other one against Maxine and Ivy Nile and Dakota Kai and Kyrie Sane. Yes, Shayna and Zoe got the win and the finisher on Maxine, so they are the new number one contenders. Zoe and Shayna taking on Bianca and Jade. It's going to be a fun match, but they're all badasses.
barely cared about that. He only cared about completing the live.
Jumping out of my seat to invest my time in lyra down period. She's just another.
Things in main event WrestleMania. Felt like she was giving a stump speech. This is not just a lyra problem. This is just a stock problem. Same thing happening with Zoe Stark. A Candice Ray problem. Same thing happening with Candice Ray. A Lucy Hartwell problem. A Tegan Knox problem. This just doesn't stop with Lyra. Triple H is in charge. Why aren't these women open? They want to boast about how they're the best women's division in all of North America. Meanwhile, you got 5, maybe not 4 quality women there, and they all feel exactly the same. Is that mishandling of talent? I would say so. They should have their priorities better. They should be building everybody up to be the next fucking thing. Why hasn't they? Becky can get behind Lyra all she wants. It's going to take more than just fucking declaration. At some point, Lyra's going to have to stand on her own. Becky's not going to be there forever. Make me believe. She speaks like she's fucking whispering in church. Seriously. She comes to promo like she's whispering not to wake her parents up in the next fucking room. She speaks like her dog just fucking died yesterday. Make me believe. Going to the fucking finals of the Queen of the Ring is great. It's great. But what is it going to do for you after that? And I get why WWE had her win. They feel like going up against Nia, potentially, and trying to overcome the odds is going to be great for her building process. Meanwhile, you've got nothing else to make me fucking believe that this woman is in. Don't worry, Charlotte will come back and bury everybody, and then everything I said here will be fucking double. At the end of the match, Jackie Rodman got in the ring, and Lyra, she admitted that she didn't see herself in this position 3 weeks ago. She got drafted to Raw. Lyra believed she could get it done while she was one night ring away from becoming Queen of the Ring. I mean, at least sound fucking excited. You just won the match against a former champion, which now brings you to the final, becoming Queen of the Ring after 4 weeks on the main roster. R-Truth. He was backstage with Pete Dunne and Tyler Bate. Truth was explaining to Pete Dunne how to do the hokey pokey. Truth then turned his head, and Dunne was about to basically knock this fucking guy out. Tyler Bate had to stop him. Miz walks in. Bate says, you know what? We're going to go now. We look forward to facing you guys somewhere in the future for those titles, if that opportunity presents itself.
Before I left.
Miz walked in, and he was worried that they would be at a disadvantage against the Judgment Day, especially if they had Carlito with them.
What?
Truth said he spoke to his good buddy Andre the Giant, and he had their back tonight. Miz sadly informed R-Truth that Andre the Giant has been dead for 30 years. You were not speaking to Andre the Giant. Truth then said, what? Passed away? What?
I will be here tomorrow.
Truth told Miz to trust him and left. Miz looked up and said, Andre, we can meet tonight in spirit. Truth then comes back and asks Miz why is he looking up at Lucy Hartwell? And then he mutters to himself, and they say, I'm afraid.
Wait.
interviewed Ilya Dragunov, the Mad Red. He says there's no shame in losing to the man they call the main event. I don't know, man. You had a lot of people on your side last week. A lot of people not wanting Jey Uso to go over the Mad Dragon last week. He gets tense. He's getting angry. He's talking about Gunther. The Reds will see planted in. Dragon all get angry when talking about Gunther. Wants Gunther. It's coming. We don't know when. We don't know what capacity. But it's coming. In walks Ricochet. Says they set the bar pretty high. And just because he got the best of him one time, that doesn't mean it's over. Braun Breaker all of a sudden comes out of nowhere and spears Ricochet through a production crate. Guy lands on top of the production crate, and Braun Breaker has another victim tonight on Raw. Braun Breaker is out of control. They replayed what Breaker did to him before the commercial break. Medics checking on him backstage. Adam Pearce looked upset as Dragunov was just looking on in the background, confused about what was going on. And we got Braun Breaker now basically holding a riot on Monday Night Raw. What is Adam Pearce gonna do with Braun Breaker? Now I could be completely off. I could be off. But from what I see, my point of view, going back to front, AJ Styles basically alluded to him talking to Nick Aldis in regards to his future. What's left of him on SmackDown? He wrestled Cody. He lost. Wrestled Randy in the first round of King of the Ring. He lost. What else is there for him to do? What is he going to talk to Nick Aldis about? Meanwhile, on Monday Night Raw, we got Braun Breaker spearing people legitimately in half as if it's his fatality in Mortal Kombat. And right now, Adam Pearce does not want this shit on his show. So what I do think we are getting is a mixture of things. I think we're getting a trade. Braun Breaker for AJ Styles. I think that's what we're getting. AJ comes to Raw. He gets nicely on Raw. Braun Breaker goes to SmackDown. He meets his old friend, Baron Corbin. And they reunite as the Bulldogs as a badass tag team. They run that division. They take those titles off of A-Town, Down Under, A-Clown, Down Under. And they run that tag team division. On the flip side, we're adding another tag team to SmackDown. Meanwhile, you could maybe build a feud between the Bulldogs and DIY. Maybe DIY doesn't win the championships. Maybe Tommaso Ciampa is so fucking fed up with Johnny Gargano that he turns on Johnny, just like he did several years ago on Black and Gold. Johnny gets a solo run. Tommaso Ciampa gets a solo run. And we add two top-tier guys to singles competition on SmackDown, making Ciampa, building Ciampa up to be a potential candidate to wrestle Cody. Meanwhile, we're replenishing the tag team division with the Bulldogs because we're losing DIY and we gain one of the Bulldogs. Again, I could be completely off. I could be completely wrong. But, again, if I had the pen, that's what we do. And if they don't break up DIY and Johnny Gargano and Tommaso Ciampa stay together, we're still getting the Bulldogs back together. We're still teaming Baron Corbin with Braun Breaker, and we're adding another solid tag team to the division that absolutely needs. Again, let me know what we're doing. Some of you might not want to see Johnny Gargano versus Tommaso Ciampa, but you gotta understand how many people have been fortunate enough to see that
with DIY, it ain't work. Maybe the way to make it work for both of them is turn Johnny Gargano into what he is known for, a grade A Bryan Danielson underdog babyface. Maybe the best thing for Tommaso Ciampa is to go back to being the Sicilian psychopath. That's what he needs to be. What happened? Judgment Day. Priest was backstage talking to Balor and JB Spicy McCrispy. Oh boy. Carlito was there. He didn't tell Carlito. Did Priest. He heard what he did. LWO. They must be pissed. They're probably coming to look for you right now. Carlito said he had to strike first, and now he's just laying low with Judgment Day until the heat dies down. So now we know it was Carlito that attacked Cruz del Toro earlier in the year. The Priest then tells Carlito, I'm sorry, what? Did I miss the sign that says we are the APA, the Acolytes Protection Agency? Dominic Mysterio says, well, Priest, you gotta understand that Carlito was there last week to help them win. I get it. Hold your weight around you. That's why you're here this week, because you helped us last week. But you gotta keep earning your stripes here in Judgment. He told Balor and JT McFlurry to go do their thing and win the tag team titles. Balor quietly told Priest that he wishes it was them as a team. He says he's the champ now. Fist bump and Balor. Carlito tried to charm Priest by saying the Knicks losing was a tough break, trying to make small talk because Priest is from New York. The Knicks lost. Priest was very upset, and he told Carlito, "Are you fucking serious right now? Why would you bring that up?" We got highlights of Baron Corbin at a pro bowling tournament, presenting the winner with a WWE replica belt. Corbin actually, you know what? Corbin, he's got a lot of similarities with us, man. He loves whiskey. He loves grilling steaks. He loves bowling. He loves heavy metal music. He loves his coffee. I mean, Baron Corbin's a fucking solid guy. As far as I'm concerned, man, Corbin is a solid guy. I didn't hold whiskey.
When I saw this,
We got to return to that. Sonya Deville is back. Who? You guys know Sonya. Come on. Sonya Deville showed up, less than enthusiastic. She approached Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. She introduced herself to Zoe. Sonya said she had something to tell them. Baszler says they weren't interested in what she was selling, and then left with Zoe Stark. I wonder what's going on there. Not that I give a shit. I think Sonya's better than meddling with Shayna Baszler and Zoe Stark. But she's back. You'd never know it, though.
big boss league.
Miz
And again, we are both big
and
boss
Austin.
league. Again, 50-50 booking. This is the fourth time. It's the first time I'm seeing it on TV. I'm tired of 50-50 booking. Because, you know,
McDouble. Oh, man. Extra cheese on the McDouble.
I'm not even ready.
Tag team title opportunity, man. I'm going to be honest with you. I am about done with the team of Austin. They have seen their day in the sun. It was a great WrestleMania moment for our truth. We were all super proud and super happy for our truth. But I am about done with this tag team on Monday Night Raw being the champions.
Yeah, me too.
I think we need to get these belts onto somebody else, and I think we need to move on from this team permanently. Nothing but a comedy act. Not it. Now it's gonna
allowed it. Judgment Day to take control, and we are coming back after the commercial break.
Gunther hit a splash off the top rope for 2.
Wait, hold on.
Triple weekend. 2 nights on a weekend and no one shows up. I am so. Charisma. I think we have some fun in-ring interaction.
Hits a flatliner.
Up, and Gunther immediately started clobbering him before locking his arm and applying a submission hold.
Yeah, Braun Strowman taking on JD McDonough next week on Raw. Three comes out. On 3 comes out.
Strong Express.
On 3 comes out. We have
I gotta ask, does this constitute the Strowman Express? Did we see the Strowman Express in full motion? Did he leave the station? Strowman chased McNugget around ringside, so McNugget ran back into the ring and Truth caught him with an AA, an attitude adjustment. For the 1, 2, 3. Crowd pops when Awesome Truth won with the help of Braun Strowman. I mean, JD McNugget against Braun Strowman. You know what's coming. I don't know if Braun Strowman is a barbecue sauce or a sweet and sour. What do you think? Is anybody interested in Braun Strowman versus Judgment Day? I certainly am not.
me neither.
Becky Lynch was backstage. She approached Lyra.
And Gunther and Randy on Saturday. I should note that Gunther has won every match in this tournament so far with a submission hold. He beat Sheamus with the half crack. He beat Kofi Kingston with the Boston crack. He beat Jey Uso. I don't even know what to call it, but it was some kind of a choke, I guess. But he beat him with a submission hold and put him out too. Every single time. This is setting up exactly what I have been talking about. Randy Orton has had a knee injury since the opening match of this tournament. You're going to see it again on Friday. He's going to be limping around on that knee. He might even be selling the surgically repaired back. Which is what Gunther was targeting on Kofi Kingston. That's why he won with Boston Crab. He was branching back on the back. So now we go into the finals of this tournament, and the story is going to be Randy Orton's knee and/or Randy Orton's back. That's going to be the target from the moment this tournament started and the moment we had him beat Sheamus and tap out Sheamus in the middle of the ring. It was all about getting over these submission holds and building a story for the eventual showdown with Randy Orton. That's how it's going to play out on Saturday. It should play out with King Gunther. Because Randy Orton, even though the one thing he's never done is win King of the Ring, and so it would be a nice little cherry on top because he's done everything else, right? He's headlined WrestleMania, he's won world titles, he's won 2 Royal two Royal Rumbles, but he's never been King of the Ring. I actually believe had Vince McMahon not gotten rid of King of the Ring in 2003, they would have had it in 03 and 04. I can almost guarantee you that Randy Orton would have been King of the Ring one of those 2 years, probably in 2004. Had they had a tournament that year, I think Randy Orton would have won King of the Ring. But they didn't bring it back until 06. That's when we got King's Book Eye. So Randy Orton never won the crown, but he doesn't need it. He really doesn't. And Gunther is the only person at any point in the build-up to this tournament that has even hinted at the possibility of going on to challenge for a championship, whether it's the world title. He even made a comment in that first promo when he first declared that maybe I'll go back after the Intercontinental title. It was very nebulous. They didn't really specify exactly, what was at stake here, but it was still early. It was weeks ago. So it's like, okay, either they haven't figured it out yet, or they'll mention it in a week or two. Here we are now, 5 days away from the finals of this tournament. The tournament is almost over, and they still have not articulated to us whether or not there is anything beyond the crown on the line in this tournament. I am left to assume that the answer is nothing. You win King of the Ring, and it's basically bragging rights. You won the King of the Ring. Congratulations. Because they haven't told us. So either there is nothing on the line here, which in that case there's nothing to tell, or there is, and it's a major fumble by Triple H because you have to fucking tell us what is at stake in this tournament. Why should we care that Gunther and probably Randy Orton are going to the finals of this tournament that's been playing out for a month on TV? You've taken up a month of television time with King of the Ring matches, Queen of the Ring matches. It's a great way to fill TV time. But for there to be nothing at the end of the road that really leads to anything like a championship match is incredibly stupid. And it's even more stupid if we come to find out that there is something major on the line and they didn't bother saying anything until the very end. What's the fucking point? So I think that's all very dumb. But I mentioned Gunther because, again, he's the only one who even teased that as a possibility. Again, makes me wonder if, in fact, the winner is going to be able to kind of bank a future world championship match. We already know that Drew McIntyre is going to go to Glasgow, and he's going to challenge Damian Priest. So we're not going to get a triple threat, even though I think it would be great. We're not going to get a triple threat. I don't want to see a triple threat. Drew's going to get the next shot. Gunther can win King of the Ring, and he can, quote unquote, cash in at a later date. We've got SummerSlam coming up. We've got Bash in Berlin coming up. In my mind, the only question is, does Gunther walk into Bash in Berlin as the champion, or does he walk in and win the title in Berlin? That's the question that I have. Because I think it's one or the other. This is a stepping stone for him to even bigger and better things than the Intercontinental title, or it should be. As far as the tournaments themselves, I mean, this is kind of a good moment, I feel like, here to kind of recap what we've seen so far, because we're at the end of the road. We have a couple more semifinal matches in these tournaments on Friday. We have the finals on Saturday, and that's it. It's over. So as we have come to the end here of these tournaments, they are not good. Now, I think so far the tournaments have been good. I think we've had some very good matches in these tournaments. We've had some good matches. We've had some solid matches. I wouldn't say we've had anything that I would call blow-away. Gunther and Sheamus was excellent. Dragunov and Ricochet, also excellent. Those two would be the closest thing. So I've enjoyed the tournament so far, more so King of the Ring. There have been some good matches in Queen of the Ring as well. But WWE now is not going to have the luxury of filling 75 to 80% of the airtime on these shows with tournament matches. So coming out of this, we're going to come next Monday, Memorial Day. We're going to be back on Raw, and we're starting over. They're going to have new stories. They're going to have some other way to hook people into the show, and to give us something that we want to see and give us stories that we want to see that don't revolve around winning the title. So they're not going to have the luxury of just, oh yeah, we'll have 4 or 5 tournament matches on the show, and then we'll just have to fill up a few extra segments here and there. You'll lose that starting next week. So I hope they've got some new stories lined up that are good and fun and compelling. And the build begins Clash of the Castle as well, starting next month. On the whole, I thought it was a good episode of Raw. I can't say it was terribly exciting. It's just one of these things where it's not a bad show, but I also wasn't exactly on the edge of my seat with anything I saw tonight. I'm hoping that they can pick up the excitement level in the weeks to come. I think the tournament was fine. Now it's over. I'm kind of over it. It's like, you go to Las Vegas, right? Can't wait to go to Vegas, man. I'm gonna go on vacation. You get to like day 3, it's like, yeah, okay. I think I've seen it all. I think I'm ready to go home now. I've gotten my fill. It's time to go back to reality. That's kind of how I feel about Raw. All right, let's take a look at the Twitter poll. How would you grade the final Raw before Sweet Saudi Money 11? Yes, it's number 11. This Saturday. Look at this. 69.
Here.
Alright, well, I made this video long enough. My point is end the video. Until next time, I'll be back with more. Thank you for watching. Thank you for support. This is Jacob Cass, 2024. I'll see you later.